Alright everyone, Cody here. So I did promise that I would do a beekeeping video every week, and so here I am. Although I didn't get to go home this weekend, so I didn't get to work with my bees, and if you look around a little bit, winter came, so I wouldn't want to open them today anyway. It's kind of late for winter and the snow will be gone pretty soon, so I'll be back at my bees probably next week. In which case I want to start making queens as soon as possible. Anyway, since I don't have a bee video, I thought I might as well talk about something that's been going viral on the internet. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's the Flow Hive, where you turn a tap and the honey comes out of the hive. I've been flooded with messages about it, people posting links to my profiles, and everybody loves it and they want to know what I think about it, because I'm an experienced beekeeper. I've been keeping bees for over 12 years. And as I keep telling people, is I don't really like the idea. I'm okay with it. They can go do it if they want. I consider it to be a toy. It's not something that's going to actually help bees, even though they keep saying that it will. It's not. I can tell you a few reasons why. Problems that you're going to have include the fact that the bees, they cap the honey around the outside first. The middle of the frame is going to have uncured honey. And so from the edge of it, it's going to look like it's full. And you drain the honey, the middle of it's going to drain out first. And that's going to be uncured honey, and you don't want to harvest that. It's not even honey at that point. If you don't pasteurize it, it will actually ferment because of the high water content. And the runny honey that they are taking out of that hive looks like it does have quite a bit of water in it. Because one of the things they're saying is they don't open the hive as much, because you don't have to disturb the bees to get the hive off. Well, the thing is, you're going to have to take the hive apart to see how much honey they have. It's going to be very difficult to see in from the side because you got bees there. Also, you're not taking apart the hive. Well, you're going to have to do that anyway to check on the bees. Beekeepers do that all the time. Now, granted, you won't have to brush the bees off and disturb them that way, to get to the honey and take the honey out. But then you're running into the problem that now you've got empty boxes with no honey in it, and which has caps on it, so the bees are going to think there is honey there. So the bees are going to migrate up into the upper box. They usually go up to the upper part of their hive anyway when they're wintering, and they'll eat all the honey there, and if there's nothing there, then they'll be too cold to move around, and they'll actually freeze in place, and they'll starve to death. This happens to hives all the time when you take honey out of the top box and just leave it in empty space. So we usually, as beekeepers, we take the top boxes off. Even if we don't harvest the honey, we will blow the bees out, take the top box off, so that they are in a smaller space and have more contact with the large frames of honey, so that they can actually overwinter without entering a area with no honey and not being able to cross it. Anyway, I've talked to many beekeepers about this, and many of them think the same thing. One beekeeper I talked to yesterday, he's from Alaska, he has Alaskan bees. He looks at this and is like, that is the dumbest idea ever. And I kind of agree with him. Although I won't hurt them at all. I won't slow them down. But $4 million they're collected on their Indiegogo campaign, and I think that's just absurd. They don't need that much money. They might make that because it's probably going to be a fad for a while, but then beekeepers are going to find out that it doesn't really do you any good. Like, commercial beekeepers aren't going to do this. You're going to get people that are at home that have never really had bees. They're going to try this out. You might get away with it if it's just like a little demonstration hive. The bees will probably die that year. It might work great for like an observational beehive, because you could watch the honey drain out. Might be cool to watch. But $4 million, I think that would be much better spent with some other aspect of bees. Something that's actually killing the bees, like the varroa mites or foul brood. There's some my friends down at BYU that are actually creating a cure for American foul brood. I think we should be throwing all that money towards them. Be draining the honey out in a different way. It might raise awareness of bees. It might get more people into beekeeping, but bees are still going to die unless we throw some of the money towards things that are actually going to save the bees, like getting rid of the mites. Anyway, that's my little spiel. I'll see you guys next time.